Good morning, everyone. My name is Melanie. Welcome back to A Slice of Heaven Homestead. Today there were two things that I wanted to go over with you. The first is just seeing how my garden's moving along. I know this video is going to come out right on the heels of my last garden update, but in reality it's been about a week and a half since I planted fall seeds and showed you how my garden's doing. So there's a little bit to update on the garden. And also I wanted to let you guys know how the property search is going and the progress on the property that we have an offer out on. So let's get to it. Well, the sunflowers are done, so I do have plans on tearing those out here very soon. I'm going to make a trip to the Japanese Home Depot today and hopefully find something that I can plant in its spot. The eggplants are still doing pretty well. Now, they are still getting eaten, but actually these newer leaves look really healthy. And I do have more little flowers going on that one and on the one over here. So I know there's still life left in these eggplants. I'm just going to leave these where they are. The peppers are doing fantastically. On one of my previous videos, I did put calcium in the soil for my peppers because they were starting to rot. They were starting to get the blossom end rot on them, and since I've done that I have not seen any more rotting spots, so yay for that. Of course my tomato plants are still going strong. We're still getting new ones, still getting flowers, and these ones are all starting to ripen. I don't know how much longer these ones have though. They usually start to die off, well, I think mid-late September is when they start to die off, but we'll keep getting these ripe fruit through October, I think. So I did plant garlic in these two buckets and onions in this, and the onions have all sprouted. Almost every single one of these has sprouted and is starting to grow. The garlic though, not a single one. So if you guys know what's going on with the garlic and why it's not growing, what I can do better, you know, any suggestions that you have, please leave them in the comments. I would be grateful. I've grown garlic before with no problems, but that was back in the States and in the ground, and I think in the springtime. So don't quite know what I'm doing wrong on that garlic. There's my carrots. They're all starting to sprout up. Both of my buckets. This one doesn't have quite as many carrots, so what I think I'll do is on the other grow pot, the ones that are clustered really close together, I'll probably transplant some in this bucket. I did have to replant the lettuce. None of the romaine lettuce sprouted. I did get 2 of the red leaf lettuce though, but I did put some more seeds in there because I wanted 3 or 4. And these are my bunching onions, and they all sprouted, doing really well. Now the butternut squash, we've been having problems with with powdery mildew. So I have gone through here. I have clipped a whole bunch of leaves. I continue to spray the peroxide on here just to elongate the life a little bit. And we've got several butternut squash still growing, and quite a few of them that need to be harvested. It's a pretty good size. But not all the vines are dying off. I still have a ton of vines that are growing out, so I still have the potential to get more butternut squash. There's a couple of babies right there. I'll go ahead and hand pollinate this one today. My little paintbrush. Get some of that good pollen on there. Now I have done this for a few this last week, and for some reason or another they decided not to grow. We did have quite a dip in the temperatures here, and it's been very rainy and very wet the last couple of weeks, so we'll see if this grows. Now I did feel the need to eat my words here a little bit. On the fall planting video that I showed you, I planted peas, just a ton of peas in these little grow pots because I didn't think that they were going to germinate. I think I got close to 100% germination rate in both of my pots. And now I don't want to thin off any of them, so I think I'm just going to leave them and see how they do. Okay, I know that several of you guys out there are curious to know how the property search is going. On a previous video I did update you guys, so I'll just let you guys know again what's happening. We put out an offer on a house in Florida, and we've been kind of in that initial haggling phase with the seller for a couple of weeks now. We put in an offer, and it was lower than he was asking for, but the house needs a lot of repairs, so okay, so we put in the offer. He shot an offer back at us. He talked us up a little bit, and we discussed it, and it's an okay price still. So we agreed to that, and you know, for anybody that's ever bought a house, you guys know that there are a lot of legalities involved, a lot of haggling, a lot of who's going to pay for what and stuff like that. So anyways, so it's been a couple of weeks since we put in our offer, and we did finally all come to an agreement on certain things that need to be hashed out before anything else happens. So we signed our agreement today, and now comes the inspection. So at this point, it's still anybody's ball game. It all depends on what the inspection report comes back with, and then we'll go from there. So that was just a quick little update on where we're at in the process. Buying a house can be a lengthy process. Buying the right house needs to be a somewhat lengthy process, I think. You don't want to rush into something like this. So that's our update, and I'll let you guys know if we hear anything else. So guys, I want to thank you for joining me on this quick little garden and property search update. Spread a little kindness and encourage one another today. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. And until next time, we hope you find your slice of heaven too.